So I put this poll out on my YouTube community page yesterday and asked you guys whether or not you want me to do a quick update video on the $5,000 I invested in my M1 Finance portfolio on Monday. And the vast majority of you wanted to see this, so that's what we're going to do in this video, is very quickly cover exactly what stocks I purchased yesterday, what price I bought them for, and we're going to do a more comprehensive overview of these new companies in the next episode. But what I decided is that if I'm ever adding more money to this portfolio out of the blue, I will do an update video for you guys and share this with you and explain, what did I buy and at what prices. Now, obviously, guys, I've said this in every video. I will say it once again. This is for entertainment purposes only, and I am not a financial advisor. But I do know that it can be helpful to see what other people are doing when it comes to investing. You may not pick the same stocks as me, which is totally fine, but you may see that I'm buying or that other people are buying, and it might be helpful to see, hey, what is the general consensus of what people are doing right now? And if I uploaded this video, 3 weeks later, it's not going to be as beneficial to know that, hey, I dumped $5,000 into the market, 3.5 weeks ago. It's not going to be very helpful. So that being said, I hope you guys are happy with this outcome. If not, I apologize. Maybe don't watch this video, and I'll catch you in the next update. But that being said, let's jump into my M1 portfolio and talk about what stocks I purchased. So here we are inside of my M1 Finance portfolio. As you can see, I have $25,000 invested. And if you want to learn more about how to build a portfolio with M1 Finance, I've got a free training down in the description below you should check out. It walks you through the process step by step of how to get started with M1 Finance and begin investing. Now, that being said, if we take a peek over here, you can see some brand new additions to my portfolio. Number one being American Airlines stock, which to me was a screaming buy yesterday. And then number two is Dunkin Brands, which owns Dunkin Donuts and Baskin Robbins. Now, we're not going to do an overview of these companies in this quick update. I just want to show you what my money was used for when I dumped $5,000 into the market, in addition to the normal $500 I do per week. And coming in the next update, I will talk more about why I bought these two particular companies. Now, as far as Dunkin Donuts goes, I've been waiting for a good buying opportunity for quite some time. This is a company that I love. I use their coffee products all the time when I'm being lazy and I don't want to buy food or make food. I will go buy Dunkin Donuts. And I was really just waiting for, a substantial dip to occur to buy this stock. The last good buying opportunity was back in 2018. And although it did come off the highs here in, early 2020, it still wasn't, a good enough buying opportunity. Well, when we saw this massive dip occur here, I jumped in and did a starting position here of Dunkin Donuts stock. And then my decision to buy American Airlines stock, guys, the chart should say it all. If we look at the last 6 months, this was a $27 to $30 stock, and it dropped to $18 per share, which in my opinion is nonsense. Yes, they're going to have some problems with travel restrictions, and people aren't going to want to travel right now because of coronavirus, but this is all short term in my opinion. I felt that American Airlines was a screaming buy, so I bought into shares of this stock as well. So if we look at my portfolio activity here, you will see I had a $5,000 deposit on the 28th and my normal $500 deposit on the 2nd, which resulted in 5 buys on March 2nd in the amount of just about $5,500. So now let's take a look at what I bought, what I paid for these shares, and then at the end of this video, take a peek at my portfolio to see whether or not it is up at all, whether it's down further, because in the last video, as you saw, it was down almost 22%. So the first purchase here was shares of Apple stock. I spent $475.08 at a share price of $280.66. Next up here, if we take a look, there was Dunkin Brands. I ended up buying just about $2,000 worth of this stock at a share price of $67.54, which I believe is a bargain based on the way this stock has been trading. This is more than just a one-year low here with this stock. Moving on here, we had purchasing of American Airlines at $17.84 per share. I mean, that was quite the opportunity in my opinion. I bought just about 110 shares, $2,000 worth. Then I also purchased a couple shares of Microsoft here. I bumped up my allocations of Apple and Microsoft, so more money flowed into these stocks. At a share price of $163.55, about $500 went into this stock. And then lastly here, we have National Grid. You know, I bought about 10 shares at a cost of $64 per share. So this in total makes up my $5,500 investment in my portfolio that happened on Monday. Now, let's look at my holdings and see what kind of impact this purchase made on my portfolio. So if you guys recall from the last episode, I was down about 22% in this portfolio. Now I'm only down about 13.5, 14% or so. And even this morning, I was only down 12%. So I was able to significantly cut back on my losses here by buying the dip. So right off the bat, I'm already up about 4% in American Airlines, 2.75% in Dunkin Donuts. I'm up 4%, well, 3.5% in Apple, 3% in Microsoft, about break even for National Grid. I'm only down 4% for IBM, 11.5% for Walgreens, 14.69% for 3M, and of course GE is going to be dragging this portfolio down for quite some time. But what's important here is that by strategically investing $5,000, I was able to go from being down 22% to now only being down like basically 14%. And I'm not saying that these stocks won't fall further, but if they do, I will just dump another $5,000 into this portfolio because I have a lot of cash sitting on the sidelines, which gives me that mobility and allows me to take advantage of sales and average down. So anyways, guys, that is my quick update there. 2 new stocks in this portfolio, American Airlines and Dunkin' Brands. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you own these stocks? Do you have any thoughts about them? I would love to hear what you guys think. Like I said, if you do want to sign up for M1 Finance, there's a link to do so down in the description below. I am affiliated with M1 Finance, so if you do use my link, I earn a small commission in the process. And like I said, I also have that free training that walks you through the process step by step of getting started with this brokerage account. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you did this week in the comments. Were you buying? Were you selling? I would love to hear what you guys have done this week in the market, and I will see you in the next video.